the next person. Like, I know that people have wished bad on me. I know that people talk about me or probably doubt the things that I do or be questioning how I have things that I have or feel that I only have certain things because of my situation. They're entitled to that feeling. But those are my blessings. That's what God ordained for me. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So whatever God has ordained for the next person, that's for them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the path that they gotta walk. So don't ever forget while you're receiving materialistic things to connect with yourself spiritually and to connect with others. And don't forget to always try to leave knowledge with people. Like, that's one of my biggest things right now. Like, if nothing else, I want people when they around me to take from me knowledge. I want them to feel good about what they got going on. I want them to feel good about goals that they have and any doubts that they had about things that they want to try. I want to try to discourage those doubts because a long time ago in 2016 when I wanted to do Johnny Jars, you know, and I was talking to different people, they discouraged me. Like, it's hard to have a business. Like, you gotta have money. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. You never went to school for this and all kind of things people, you know what I'm saying, said to me about it. And nevertheless, this was in 2015, but nevertheless in 2016, I just finally said, forget it. I'm just gonna go for it. Like, and I went for it. Now I'm gonna talk more about Johnny Jars later, but another thing I want to touch base on is don't come to me talking about you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, you see such and such doing this, or do you see this page making jars or whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm happy for them. I'm rooting for them. I'm happy that they are trying to do something with themselves. It's so much money out here. It is literally billions of dollars on planet Earth. I don't care what the next person is doing because guess what? I don't compete, I eat. What God has for me is for me. And no man or woman can take that from me. Clearly. Because there has been a lot of times where things have happened for me where I didn't even know, like, it was like supernatural. So another thing is don't ever let nobody tell you that it's not a God or a higher being. Like, if you don't want to say that it's God, like, I don't like to tell people, or whatever it is that you worship, Allah, or if you believe in the universe, it's a higher power. Yeah, it's something greater, because it's always been a way made for me when there wasn't a way from the day I was born. So with that being said, I'm a firm believer in what's for me is for me. So I will never be upset or feel some type of way when somebody is trying. I'm happy for them. I'm rooting for them. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to shop and I'm going to support. don't think I'm being fake or don't think that I'm none of that. Because this ain't even that. Because I've been there. I've been there starting a business and nobody fucking with you. Okay? The only person, like my first customer outside of my family was Shanetta. I don't know if y'all familiar with S Boutique, but that was my first customer, well, paying customer outside of my family. And then it was Daisha, Jewel's Fine Dining. And then it was my best friend Debbie, her family. They all supported me heavily. And then after that, once I started getting, like, posting people eating the jars, I started to get more of a response. But in that venture, I learned how hard it was to even have courage to try. So when you come to me as a business owner and telling me what somebody else is doing, I'm gonna go check their page out, and 9 times out of 10, I'm a shock. Because I'm happy for them and I'm proud of them because I've been there. I would never ever feel some type of way. And here's the thing, whether they're inspired by me or they're inspired by somebody else, I'm happy if I'm grateful that if I am the reason why they're doing it. I'm happy that I'm a person that can put a fire, that I'm even a figure or a model that even got them to that point to make them feel like they could even do something like that. Like, damn, Tana can do, if Tana could, do something like this, I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, because somebody put the fire in me. I looked up to people, like, I don't want to work no job. Like, that's not where my passion is. That's not where my heart is at. I'm not supposed to work no job. I'm not happy here. I was not happy at no job. Like, I could not do it. That wasn't my calling. Having a business is not everybody's calling. So when I see somebody trying that, I'm extremely excited for them, no matter what it is. I don't care what it is that they're doing. That's awesome. And it takes a lot of courage to do so and put yourself out there like that. Another thing is with the friends. Like, what's up with your friend can't do the same thing you do, or y'all can't be in the same industry? Like, do you know how many hair bosses is cool with each other? Do you know how many boutique owners is in cahoots and sending each other vendors and putting each other on to new shit and letting each other know what's new in the industry? Like, if y'all really locked in like that, y'all don't compete, y'all eat. Me and my group of friends, me and my circle, this not that. This not that. We don't want to shit on each other. That's not what we do. We don't want to shit on y'all. That's not what we do. We want to be better than we were yesterday. We trying to grow into the women who we are destined to be. That's what we are. So yeah, that's really what this video is in a nutshell about. Like, never make your life about competition, because at that point you will never eat. And I'm gonna be real with you. You gonna live a miserable life if you feel like you always gotta shit on somebody because they made you feel less than. That's not what it's about. It's about being better than you were yesterday. And slow progress is better than no progress. Okay? And going nowhere fast is not good, right? So it might look good on Instagram, but in all reality, your shit not together. Like, I learned that too, so I'm being all the way transparent with you. Like, I'm still in my early 20s. Like, this year I'll be in my mid-20s. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go into my late 20s not having my shit all the way tight. You feel me? Like, period. Like, I ain't even finna play them type of games. I'm not finna play them type of games. Like, saying that to say, if you in your early 20s, that is the time to get your license together. If you have issues with your license, that is the time to retain insurance if you do not have insurance. That is the time to, if you have warrants, clear your warrants. That is the time to get rid of anything toxic, relationships, friendships. Stop doing illegal stuff. Find your niche. Try different things. Don't be scared to fail because you're in your 20s and that's the time to do it. You don't want to be no old fool. You don't want to be no old fool because guess what? And this for the young girls. You don't want to be like that old hoe you talking about. Because 35 roll around fast, 30 roll around fast, and you gonna be that old hoe. Don't be that. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Life not no competition. This shit not no competition. Get your spirit right. Like, and I swear to God, once you get your spirit right, and once you start doing things selflessly, like, blessings will begin to flow. Opportunities will begin to become just a thing of just normalcy. Like, you won't need, like, your needs will be met. And I'm telling you this because I'm at that point right now, like, and I have been receiving a tremendous amount of blessings, like, a tremendous amount of blessings. So, the goal is to work on self. And you're not competing with the next person. It's not about competing with who's in your industry. You want to be the best you. You don't want to be your neighbor's best because that's their best, right? And they best is they best, right? Your best is your best. And it's not a competition, so it shouldn't be who better. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be that. It should be them. I did this way. It was good. I really liked it. I did an exceptional job. What can I improve? That's what it's about. Okay? So, yeah. So, now I'm going to talk about, like, the drinking and kicking it. Like, I'll have drinks. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'll be drinking and stuff. I'll have a good time. But that's not what moves I'm getting ready, like, my next trip is really gonna be like a learning trip. It's not a business trip, but I want to go and see museums and artwork, and I want to learn about different things. Like, I want to know information. Like, I want to know information. I want to know stuff that I can incorporate in my business. I want to know information that I can incorporate in my drops. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be a better individual. Like, and I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday, and it resonated with me what I was being told by somebody who's older than me. And he was like, "You not really popping how you think you popping until you inspire somebody to be the best version of them." Right? So you're not really popping unless you are inspiring someone to be the best version of themselves. So I know you all like that saying, like, if you don't got no haters, then you're not popping. And I used to think the same way. That's not it. You're not popping until your haters are inspired by you. Until your haters are so moved by you that now they're up making moves like you. That's when you're popping. Bitch, you just didn't like me, but now you're moving like me. And at that point, you don't even front them. You cheer for them because you were an inspiration to that person. And that is a blessing in itself because you put fire in that person in a good way. In a good way. And they go thank you for that in the long run. Because hate is derived from love. It is. It really is. I don't hate on no person at all. There's no hate in my heart for a single person. I want to see everybody eat because at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure I eat and mine is fed. So with that being said, I advise everybody to do the same. That's tea today. That's all I had to say. That's the message. Quit competing and start eating. And you not really popping until you have inspired somebody. Until you genuinely inspire somebody to be the best version of themselves.